script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Oregon Ducks and the Michigan Wolverines. Reese Davis, David Powell again, Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
I caught up with the Oregon head coach before the game. This is what he had hoped for and is excited that it is playing out right before our very eyes. Bringing this running back in the transfer portal, he knew that he could be someone to make an impact, but he didn't know how much. And here he is, highly productive, really starting to lean on that offensive line and gain some chemistry with the other guys on the team. We're seeing this offense come alive, and they've got to do it again here today. I'll keep you posted on how things start here in the game in the first quarter and how this chemistry is showing up big time for this team. To you.
Appreciate that, Holly. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. On the ground, it's Hawkins. Turning it on. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup, but the defense, Jesse, they better get physical. They better get better in a heartbeat.
Well, and they've got to fight some emotion right now, too, because the fans are excited. The offensive line is absolutely juiced after that opening play. They're now getting lathered up. They're now getting excited. They're pointing to the sideline. Run it again. Run the same play again.
The Ducks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Down he goes.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And they can't make the connection on third down. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. This whole play is going to see if this kicker, he gets a hand on it. It's a fumble. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. They're testing the right side here. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get those running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Third and long coming up. Sets his feet. It's Fowler Nicolosi. Under pressure. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Escapes the pressure to his right. And he gets rid of it.
And that's how pressure on a quarterback can affect the passing game. They were able to get after him on that play, and as a result, the QB made a bad decision, forcing that football into double coverage.
Out wide right, it's Hawkins. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. The Ducks will have it 1st and 10. They go play action, Bryce Underwood. Left side, it's Johnson. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. And the Ducks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down. No matter what uniform the Ducks are rocking, they are dressed for success on the ground.
Yeah, and that's who they are, right? They're dressed for success. They run the football, and then after that, what do? They run it some more, and they run it fast. Every Oregon team always been built on that tempo and ground game.
And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Long way to go on 2nd down. Throwing, Underwood. Rush right in his face. They've got him. Great pressure by this defense.
Really good play by this defense, and you know exactly what you're getting with this guy. Man, he is electric. He is dynamic. He'll make plays, so you got to do a good job of containing him in the pocket. And when he starts to scramble, chase from one side. Don't overlap with another guy. Nice job by the defense.
Bryce Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. In the end zone, he's got it. Touchdown, Oregon. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. And the capper coming on that 48-yard touchdown dart. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He wants to take the top off. And a big play on the left sideline. Excellent awareness to get that foot in bounds. That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. From the gun, running back on the move. Across the 25, he's got room. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Wolverines!
That's a nice job by the offense there on their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. It didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls, and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll, and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. When defense does their job, gets them the football back, they come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26. The Ducks are in the hurry-up.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Throws to the wideout. Out wide left, it's Moore. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quick give. It's Hawkins. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
The Ducks will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Rush is on. And can't make the connection on the soft toss.
Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him, especially in the passing game, and so far they've taken him away.
And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Well, the defense is waking up now, right? The first drive, they allowed a touchdown. They were a bit scrambled. They kind of all got together, rallied on the sideline. They've been pretty lights out since. Forced a punt on the last possession. They've now got the offense set up in 4th down again. Great job there. Pass defense, 3rd down. This defense now starting to put it together.
He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Both teams wanted to run the football. Let's take a look at the numbers for these two guys so far. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. On the run, it's Davison. Driven back.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Making the adjustment on the play. Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. He's going for a big play downfield. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Ducks will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not a lot of room to field this one. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. And the whistle blows as they bring out the trainers to have a look at an injured Duck. Trainers out having a look at this junior defensive back. Holly Rowe will update us on his condition. So here comes the Michigan offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the deep.
What a job to lay out and make the catch. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. Looking downfield, it's Fowler Nicolosi. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And how about the big nose tackle? The guy who's right in the middle of the defense, the hardest spot to get a sack because you got the center in front of you, you got the guards right next to you, not a lot of space. Just uses the power, gets through, and gets the big sack.
Back to pass on second down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Breaks into the open. In with the pick six. Touchdown, Ducks! The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10? Tight end finds a soft spot. Makes the catch but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. They'll need a bunch on second down. Defense in press coverage. Here comes the heat. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, Michigan! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You got to give the quarterback a lot of credit on that one, David. As soon as he recognized man coverage, there was no question where he was going to be looking. One of the fastest wide receivers in the game.
I was about to say, you credit the quarterback. It's his speed. You play him man-to-man, he gets open, he wins. I'm not sure why we're crediting the quarterback. He's got jets.
And he'll bring it back. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. Hits inside. It's Hawkins. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers to that.
Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. Changing the routes with his receivers. Play fake, Underwood. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The Ducks will call on their punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Secures it at the 30. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. They'll move the tight end. Play action on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his second interception of the game. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Off-play action. He tries to take the top off. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. The margin for error is so small in this conference, it's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But yeah, year in and year out, you know the
Makes the grab and room to run. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
The Wolverines back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this run. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the 3rd on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan! He got it beat down in bounds.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. A 70-yard touchdown drive, and the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. He'll return it. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's got an alley. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point splits the uprights. Those opportunities, those returns like that can be such game changers, and everyone was right on point, and he took it to the house. On the return, it's Chambers. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to... And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And, man, it's fun to watch a defense that really knows how to pressure the quarterback and that have guys that can win up front. That's the 4th sack of the day. We're still in the first half, but they got a bunch of guys up front that twist and stunt and move and know how to rush the passer.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Right side, it's Johnson. They get him stopped, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Now Oregon will call its second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Making the adjustment. Here's Underwood to throw. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Bringing it back.
And I love this defense being ready at the end of the half, playing the 2-minute situation beautifully, forcing the turnover here now, a chance to break this tie, get some points. Nice execution by this defense late in the first half.
Gonna throw deep on the first play. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Looking to throw, it's Fowler Nicolosi. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Wolverines! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. That had touchdown written all over it from the moment he caught the ball. Big play, big run for the score.
Yeah, it had touchdown written all over it because nobody was covering it. It'd be a good idea to get a hand on him. You know, listen, I know you guys got some speed, and maybe you give him a cushion and give him some space, but that was a little aggressive on the space department.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Underwood. Oh, pressure's coming. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. We get right to it with Indiana taking on the Illinois Fighting Illini. And it's the home team in one of those old-school fight-in-a-phone booth games. Neither team has been able to break out offensively, but it feels like the one that does will come away today with a signature win. Let's now check in on some top 25 battles today, as the landscape in this sport is truly ever-changing.
The Ducks will boot it away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. As we start the second half, Holly, what adjustments do these teams want to make?
I caught up with the Ducks head coach coming out of the locker room at the half. This team has found some positives with their 3-game winning streak, but right now they haven't done their job on defense. They get an opportunity now to change that, grab some momentum. We'll see how this goes to start the third quarter. I'll keep you posted on how things develop on the sidelines. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly. Short completion on first down, and here they are with 2nd and 8. Sets his feet. It's Fowler Nicolosi. He's going to let one fly down the middle. No, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Stepping to the right. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone.
It's a seam wide open. He's run out of bounds at the 23 after the big gainer.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
They were all over it.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for the
tough run gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. This crowd rising up, sensing that his defense needs some help. Calls his own number. Nice move to keep running. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Ducks! And they take it in for 6 more points. The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good, no incident there, and we are tied up in the 3rd. They marched the ball 51 yards for the score. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Makes the tackle. 2nd and long here. Hand it to the back. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking downfield, it's Fowler Nicolosi. He'll take a deep shot here. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They evened things up the last time they had him. The defense helped them out and got room on the return. He makes the stop at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 15, and they've got it in plus territory.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the 1st down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Underwood in the gun on 3rd down. He unleashes a long one. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. The Ducks will punt it away on 4th down. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, it's so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
And the Wolverines can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They're all over him. And it's a sack.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Fowler Nicolosi. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Well, defenses get excited when they see the quarterback in an empty backfield like that. They know, hey, I'm not going to have to beat a running back or a tight end to get there. If I get to him, I might have an opportunity to knock this thing loose, and that's exactly what happened for the defense.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Throwing, Underwood. Touchdown, Oregon! They take the lead here in the second half. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. They're up 35-28. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that...
Right down the Boulevard. The 20. Touchdown, Michigan. He got a step and just dusted the field. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Oh, he's got some space. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. First down here for the offense. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
In traffic, it's Johnson. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Running inside, it's Hawkins. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Right back to it. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Quarterback changing the play. Gets the back moving. Here's Underwood to throw. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
Caught, it's Johnson. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Worked it down to the 22-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry. And the Ducks moving quickly to the line. They give it to him again. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. On first down from the 13-yard line. Grabs it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Look out! And they got it.
It's hard enough to get this guy on the ground once. That's his second sack of the day. Nice job getting in the backfield, not getting deceived by this guy's speed, because we've seen this QB, man. He can make people miss. Nice job getting him on the ground for the second time today.
Lined up in the gun on third down, Underwood. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world.
Big-time kick right there, man. Fourth quarter, clutch time. You needed to come through to take the lead, and now the pressure goes to the defense. You got to keep this lead. Got to get a stop or two more, and you can get the dub in this football game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Reporting from the Wolverines sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing...
Shakes a man, and it's a fumble. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it. And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Tells the run, wants to pass. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Dropping back, it's Fowler Nicolosi. He's looking deep. Makes a grab on the shot. Finds some room. He's at the touchdown, Wolverines. They move on top here in the fourth.
Yeah, and a nice job in the fourth quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You can tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
I'll tell you, you're lucky if you're watching a college football game and you see one return for a touchdown. That's now his second of the game. This guy is absolutely lethal. He's shown you his open field running ability. He's shown you his speed. I'll be shocked if anybody kicks his way the rest of this game and the rest of the season.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Michigan offense. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Finds his big tight end. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll stop him short on third down, in this defense trying to make sure they stay on top. The Wolverines line up to punt it away. Not a lot of room to make this catch. He's got great speed. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Now the offense will try to run out the clock with the lead. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback keeper. Oh, no, the ball popped out. Oh, and he's able to get back on top of it and avert the turnover. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use the timeout. It's their second. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to... Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Still third down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. From the gun, wants to pass. Under pressure. It's complete. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Ducks!
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Time is running short. They've let this game get away from them a little bit. They must get something done here to have a chance to pull it out late. Looking for running room. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. And the Wolverines want to crank the tempo. Looking for a man. It's Fowler Nicolosi. Throws to the wideout. Tosses it incomplete.
Listen, I would get rid of that thing fast, too, if I've been sacked that many times today. They're coming every angle. Everybody's coming. They've got to me the whole day. Can somebody please get my back?
And that one would have been picked off if he could have stayed in bounds, and the quarterback will live to tell about it.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And after failing to get that fourth down, it just feels like this game is over. They are going to need a miracle. They're going to need a quick 3 and out. They're going to need a turnover or something to have any shot at getting back in this game.
Two running backs alongside the quarterback. From the gun, it's Hill. They'll give him 4 on the pickup. It's 2nd and 6. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. On the ground, it's Hawkins. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Let's it fly. Got it. The gets it in. Touchdown, Ducks. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Salt into her wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Fowler Nicolosi. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
This is just so demoralizing. You want to talk about taking a game over. That's what this defense is doing right now. They are just winning in the trenches. They're easily the more athletic and more physical unit up front, dominating this O-line.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Wolverines will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. On the return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. The give as they work on that clock. Enough to move the chains. And he's still running after the move. Touchdown, Ducks! And the route is on. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start. And they tacked on the extra point. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. 1 snap, 1 touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The snap wants to throw to start this drive. Grabs it in the middle. He's down right there. Short gain on the grab. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. Back to pass, it's Fowler Nicolosi. Gets rid of it. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Snapped it, and he has to have it. And he is stopped short. The defense gets it done on 4th down.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much, we're up. This game's over after that missed 4th down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
It's incomplete, and they've been waiting to run that one and couldn't quite pull it off. It's 3rd down. So you might expect to see victory formation. Instead, you will see a field goal attempt. That is no good. And guys, this will stay a 24-point game. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Rush right in his face. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, gonna throw it. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. And he runs out of bounds with the interception, and that is how we'll finish off this game. I know both